Welcome back to Bleach Rebirth Souls, and today I got a special one for you. That's right, my guys, I got a full guide on final Getsuga Tenshou Ichigo, the final Ichigo that you gotta unlock after the story mode. Listen, I got the goods for you, so stay tuned. Hey, now listen, this character is very special, so I want y'all to know, hey, use him with caution. I'm not playing with you. You will make people rage quit, especially with this guy, so lock in. Alright, my guys, so the first thing you gotta know about this final Ichigo is that he has no awakening, like none. He's technically already in awakening as it is. And there's definitely a good reason for that, but we're gonna cover that a little bit later. But first, let's go over his moveset and see what he has to offer. Alright, so this version of Ichigo has decent range on his light and heavy attacks. And I'd like to give him about a B- for his speed. He's not the fastest, but he's definitely not slow. Alright, so next let's get into his tilt. Now his tilt is pretty decent. He can teleport across the field and slash his opponent. Now that's actually great to close gaps, but it does have one big drawback, and the drawback is it doesn't have any follow-up. You can't do light, heavy, or even signature after this. But the main use for this tilt is to close the gap and evade projectiles. If you just need to get in and you need to close that range, just use that to offset your opponent. Next, let's get into his signature move. Now, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, this one is top tier, it's peak, my boys. He slashes you, and yes, that slash is unblockable. After the slash, he's gonna grab you and throw you all the way to the heavens and drop you on the floor, slamming you down. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is one of the best signatures that I think that's in the game. It's called the abrupt throw, and not only is it unblockable, but it also gives you extra spiritual pressure. Just a little bit of extra juice for you. But I do have to note that it does do a little bit less damage, but that's a great trade-off. And I want y'all to keep in mind that this signature will play a major part in his main gameplay loop, so just hold on to that thought and keep it tight because you're gonna need it later. Alright, my boys, next let's get into his first spiritual pressure move. It's called Gargantuan Spiritual Pressure. And I'm not gonna lie, it definitely lives up to the name because it's a counter. And if you know anything about counters, they're usually pretty good. Now I gotta say it doesn't have the best range, so you gotta be up close and personal when you do this move. Now Ichigo lifts his arm and sticks it in front of the opponent. And once they hit it, you have to time it. The window is kind of small, so you gotta be tight with it. But once they hit it, he's gonna teleport behind them and slash them away from you. Now, obviously this move is gonna come in handy for you, but if you really don't know how to use it, it's really best to just poke your opponent, especially if they have a really good guard or defense. Poke them enough to provoke them to hit you and then bait it so you can get it activated. Next, let's go over his second spiritual pressure move. It's called the Power to Protect Everyone, and it's actually pretty good. This is basically another close the distance move, but you point your sword at him and thrust it into him and then unleash a massive wave of spiritual pressure basically on him. You're gonna get the main use out of this move if you use it as a combo finisher. You're gonna do lights and heavies, and once you knock them back, you're gonna use this move to close more distance to start another combo and just get a little extra damage off. Alright, so remember when I said this version of Ichigo doesn't have an awakening? Well, here's the reason why. Every time this version of Ichigo does a Kiko move or his ultimate, something happens to his kit, especially his heavy attack. Not only that, but you'll notice an icon over his spiritual pressure bar right over there that just glows up with the chains. Keep this in mind, this is very important. That's right, my guys, it's gonna add extra attacks to his main combo. Just check this out. It also adds an extra hit to your signature move that is unblockable, extending it so you can do extra things after the signature that I'll be showing off at the end of the video, so stay patient, it's gonna be good. Now with that being said, that's not the only thing that changed, or should I say didn't change. I want you guys to take a close look at the Kanpaku points. None of them were lost when he did his ultimate. Now I want you guys to keep this in mind, hold this in your brain because this is what strings this whole character together. Now let's go ahead and fast forward to you doing another ultimate and your moveset will change as well. Also, your icon at the bottom will also change to like glowing colors like pink and blue. So that's how you know you got your full complete moveset, and it's ridiculous. So let's go ahead and take a look at his signature again. Of course, it's always going to be unblockable, but now it pushes them back further and leaves them stunned for a little bit longer and does a little bit more damage. So with that being said, you can add a super onto it. You're going to add your spiritual pressure 2 move to it. And I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. Not only can you just do a super move, but you can also do a teleport combo after they do this move if they don't rebound. Next, let's see what attacks they added to his combo strings. That's right, my guys. They added a whole bunch of attacks to his main combo that pushes the opponent back and actually does a hell of a lot of damage. Alright, so next I want to show you a little combo that you can do with this. So the first step to this is pressing your lights twice and then your heavies all the way out. Once you do the final hit of your heavy, what you're going to do is teleport behind them and do a teleport combo. But you have to have enough reverse gauge, obviously. Now hold on, we're not done there. What you can do to mix this up is use a different mechanic for the reverse. Since we're talking about it, you're going to do a chain reverse just to add a little bit extra. So what you're going to do is do your 2 lights and then all your heavies, and once you're done with your heavy, instead of doing a teleport, you're going to do a chain reverse and reset the combo. This is what it looks like. Now, after you do all of that, you're going to add the teleport combo after this chain of events, and it's going to look like this. Alright, my guys, remember when I told you that the opponent doesn't lose points when you do an ultimate? Well, go ahead and take a look at what happens when you do an ultimate for the 3rd time. That's right, my guys. It's a 1-hit kill. 3 strikes, you're out. That's what it is. Just 3 strikes and you're out. And this is how he's going to win. This is his win condition for every game. So 3 strikes, you're out. And that's the game. This guy is going to be a menace online. So if you see anybody playing him, don't let him do his ultimate. So his whole gameplay loop is going to be him poking the opponent, really putting pressure with his signature. Remember, it's unblockable. So if they're getting your opponent to hold block a lot, you want that so you can really catch them off guard, and then level up by doing your ultimate and just extending your kit just so you can get the win condition. All right, listen, I'm not just going to leave you with this. I'm going to show you some gameplay so you can see everything in action and see everything in motion so you can get a gist of how you want him to play. And there you have it. That's the king right there, the boy. I'm pretty sure he's going to be very top tier. I'll definitely be using him, but hey, you have to unlock him in the story. He's the only character that you got to unlock at the end of the story. And I think the story is like about 30 to 40 hours long, or 14 hours if you skip all the cutscenes, but you got to do it to unlock this character. So hey, good luck. If you already got him, you know what it is, man. He's going to be a menace online. And let me know what y'all think down in the comments. What y'all think about this character? Of course, there's more things you can do, more mix-ups. I like the gatekeep a little bit, so I might have left some things out that y'all can find out yourself. Just, like a little fun little game. Hey, but you know what it is, man. Let me know what y'all think down below, man. I need to hear from you. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to Woku. I do a random subscriber shout out each video, so go ahead and hit that button, alright? If you like the video, then like the video. Make sure to wipe your booty and wash your hands. It's your boy Senju in Japan. I'll see y'all soon.